That's not the right picture for it. Flipping ridiculous. Oh well. Yeah. Very good. That's meeting you here. Right, let's get on with it then. No adverts on this, there shouldn't be. Let's change that picture. It's hardly enticing. He is going off to fight Theocracy and his mum. Will it be done lazily? Anyway, yes. Oh yes, you can hear me, can't you? I like this kind of disjointed phrase, that music. Right,
you know what to do, boy.
He knows what to do.
Get him. Don't let them get away. You know what to do, boy. There, boy.
Yes, it's very impressive against small animals. I didn't realise I was playing with the, because I turned it back onto action-based. I didn't realise that I was still playing with the, we don't need to do this, actually. I have precisely stopped it where we don't need to go around killing these things. Because I was doing that, I think. What have we got here? I might as well just get 1,000 ability points. Let's do that. For the next bit, make things a bit easier for ourselves. Rook's Gambit. I could do all these things now. Get the rising, well, master the right. Yeah, sorry. Good. Like, how well or poorly can you hear though? Is it like, you know, is it like I'm being operated upon in like a doctor's surgery, or is it like mumbling and then the occasional ejaculation of ridiculous or something like that? You know. Very good. Anyway, let's get on with it. Lots of negative press this game. Well, a bit of it. Yeah, it's a thing that happened. Of course, there's people saying things like
Get him, boy.
I don't mind that it's ability based. You know, like you're not turn based. But I do agree a bit with how they're saying, oh, the narrative's lays it a bit thick, you know, of like, oh, it's slavery everywhere, slavery, yep. And I'm not saying, oh, let's agree with it and everything. No, from both. You know, it's like we've mentioned it, and we don't have to do anything about it.
I simply can't decide. I'll just have to take them all.
I hope you were paying attention when I was telling you about all the branded and dominant people. And oh, there we go. That's what we want.
You won't find carpets like this in the capital. I can assure you.
Anyway, enough about that. Let's just play the fucking game because it is actually quite enjoyable.
moment, my lady.
A moment?
It's
I
Martha.
doubt you could afford even that much of my time. Branded.
My mistake.
No, mine. Upon reflection, you don't have the scent of a branded about you. The flowers. Otto always did know how to please
Oh, hang on.
me.
What's you?
More than Sid ever did anyway. Do you think you could please me, Clive?
You're the dame.
The game's clear. Well,
Let us
usually
leave
it's,
such
it's my talking, but no, it's
impersonal
either too
titles
loud or
to my
too
less
quiet.
preferred clientele. You can call me Isabel. Otto assured me I could trust you. I can trust you, can't I?
You can
It's
trust
another
me,
loose
yes,
woman in Final Fantasy
Why would
16.
Help you?
Everyone's a slave or a prostitute.
Because that's what we do. Long ago,
all
Sid
good.
did me a kindness when no one else would. I have never forgotten that. Without it, I would not be where I am today. And so, I make it a point to do the same whenever possible. Which brings us here.
She's got the voice of like a 48-year-old woman,
To
but
the
she looks about
final
23.
obstacle between you and whatever it is you seek in the holy capital.
Yes, Otto, you don't know. Otto knows what
I
he's
fear
on
the
about.
guards are not likely to let a masterless bearer pass unmolested. Unless...
He's no
Unless,
Quentin,
of
though, Otto.
course,
Quentin knows
his
more.
master deigned to appear. Yes, that will do nicely. But I shall expect a favor in return.
Wait, what?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, so we have to do...
Have you no other bearers? Those two look rather... used.
Use? Yes.
And what can I do for you?
Not much, it would appear. I don't think I need any of those. Got 78 of them.
I do like a customer who knows what he wants.
Have we got any gill bugs to sell? We have a few.
I doubt you'll get more than that in the capital. That's the best I can do. I'll be here if you need me.
Yes, there are not going to be many snide comments. You know, this is just
The right to confiscate any object.
playing the game. None of this. Oh well, look at that. It's not this. Oh.
What the hell are you doing?
Tut tut. We cannot have people thinking I tolerate disobedience from my branded.
The men who gave me this are no more my masters than you are.
There's a fly here now.
It's not as if I can hide it.
From the moment you acquired it, that brand has done naught but take. But today, it is going to give you exactly what you want. Just play along.
Madame, back to the Vale already?
But of course, we must make ready to welcome you, my dear.
And who might this be?
Why, my
Clive!
new escort, The streets aren't safe for a girl, what with all the royalists about.
It's Clive.
Well, don't work him too hard.
Well, that rather depends on you now, doesn't it? I'll see you all at sunset.
Boy, hold up.
It's Northern Guards. Again.
Another fucking branded. Oh, you're lucky you're with the dame. Now get out of my sight, filth.
I said it's a theme to this game.
That wasn't so bad.
Wasn't so bad. They
Oh,
might
see,
have
he's got his
recognized
new
me.
get-up on since last time
But they
you
did.
saw it, mate.
And even
he's
if they
decided-
had, they
he's off
wouldn't
to a
have done anything
Halloween
about
party.
it. The gentlemen of the garrison are some of my best
His
customers.
dad's armor or
We
something.
have an arrangement, as do you and I. Now, if you'd care to follow me, we can speak more at the Vale.
Doesn't seem like I have much of a choice.
What's this? Jungle music.
Well then, I suppose you'll need a little something.
I'm not just going to the Vale straight away. We're having a look around.
The markets are open.
Look how he opens this treasure chest. Lackadaisical at best. He's too good for that treasure chest in his fancy cloak.
It's not been half a moon since Bellinger's tour, and they'd have us march again.
That's what we signed up for.
It's in that tower over there. Oh. No, we're not going out here yet. Well, it's slightly less dangerous than I thought it'd be. This so far. Like this town, I mean. Well, we're on the disguise, aren't we? So. You can go anywhere, Clive. He's a master of disguise.
That's the...
It's a bit of aimless wandering.
You done then? Drinks and the veil.
Hotter, you bleeding shitabed bearer!
You know, she's just gonna tell us, oh, why don't you go look around town?
And if anyone requests her company, tell them
Yeah.
she's feeling unwell.
There's a woman.
Madame, you look stunning.
As do you, my dear.
Shall I have one of the girls draw a bath?
That won't be necessary. Clive, my darling. Welcome to the Vale.
Thanks. She was impressed with that.
Thank you for seeing me through the gates, my lady. I am in your debt.
Well, that was the whole point, wasn't it? And I told you, it's Isabel. Whatever wound you so tight.
She's
I
quite
wonder.
short, Isabel.
It's certainly not Sid's influence.
You, mentioned a favor. What is it you'd have me do? I don't want to keep my companions waiting.
If you mean Sid and the girl, you needn't worry. They have yet to reach the checkpoint. Yes, Otto asked me to help them as well. But to answer your question, I need you to find someone for me. One of my girls. Tatienne has been gone for several days now, having
dead.
left no word of explanation. And I've begun to fear the worst.
I feel as if I've spent my whole life searching for people. Though I can't say I'm any good at it.
I trust you'll do your best. Oh, and take this.
Oh dear. Everyone gives you a
Proof of
seal
that
when you go
trust.
into town.
And hopefully enough to keep
These
prying
different
eyes
towns,
from
it
looking
seems.
too closely at that handsome face of yours. Now, I have matters to attend to at the Iron Flagon. If you find anything, ask for me there.
Yeah, it's not the story point.
Start here.
Yeah, I thought it would be. That's why I thought, oh, this would be a good place to start. You know, this is the town before the Imperial capital.
seen you around
This isn't the capital itself. It's all good though.
Greetings. You are one of the dames chosen, I see. Me? I am but a nameless weaver of song.
Just play me a
who would
song,
warm
mate.
the hearts of the
Don't ask for your
confronted
life
town with
story.
Such humble cloth as the muse might permit me to make.
Sergeant's got it in for us to... Huh. Where's your commanding officer branded? Don't you know the training grounds are for real soldiers?
Hey, you lost or something? Sorry, but the Imperial Guard's got no use for your kind. The infantry always needs more bodies, though.
I'm just passing through.
Everyone is a
Don't
cunt
bloody believe
in
it.
Final Fantasy
The
16.
bastard's wearing the moon and stars.
That'll be why he's strutting about like he owns the place.
The
God
dame laughed when
blimey.
we offered her our protection. You reckon this prick's really worth a couple of the Emperor's finest?
I dare say there's ways of finding out. How about it, Branded?
Can't
Care to
believe we
show us
signed
how you
Harry
earn that
fucking
brooch?
Maguire.
I'd rather not.
Oh, no doubt. Only chivalrous
Yes,
souls
that was
we
what I was
are.
implying, mate.
Robin and I need to know the dame's being properly looked after.
Yeah, fine. 2 soldiers.
Fine. If it'll put your mind at ease.
Oh, and just so you know, I won't be holding back. I suggest you don't either.
All right, Danny.
Take a moment to get ready if you need it. Wouldn't want you whining about an unfair fight. Let's get the measure of you, shall we?
I don't like these questions. Makes me think that I should prepare.
All right, let's be having you. Oh, and when you go crying to your mistress, tell her it was Leon who gave you the pounding. Use all the dirty tricks, all right? So you know one end.
Yeah. Right. He was a bit overconfident, wasn't he?
Fuck me.
What the hell are you playing at, Leon? Ah, so it's a real challenge he wants, is it? Fine. Sword up, bearer. Let's have some fun, shall we?
Let's do exactly the same.
How'd a bearer win the Dane's favour anyway?
I know he went to hold my tongue for a start.
Stay down! You got potential. I'll give you that. I'll be damned.
It's a bit of a waste of time, wasn't it?
Can I go now?
Gregor's gas. The bastard didn't even break a sweat.
Let that be a lesson to you.
Dame's man
All
will know
racists
he's
are
still
bad
a
at
Brandon.
fighting.
Best hope the sergeant never hears about this.
Yeah, not after the bollocking he gave us for missing drills. Might be the old sod had a point.
I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, good bloody riddance. At least we know the dame's in safe hands, I suppose.
Do us a favour. If you have to tell the dame about this, tell her we got a good few hits in, eh?
Yep.
The Emperor's finest, thrashed by a Brandon.
Yeah, obviously this isn't like a big story point, which I thought it was. But we shall play until we get to one. I did a little bit, the Bahamut guy, who's the prince of the empire that we're heading towards, he, I thought it was quite ridiculous because he had a spear. Like, literally turns into, you know, Bahamut or Bahumut or whatever, a big dragon fella. And he would carry a spear.
I don't know how a bearer came by the moon and
He doesn't
stars,
need that spear.
but thank goodness I found you. Can I trust you to be discreet?
About what?
About this. About what I wish to ask of you. About the fact that I, a humble creature, assist the Dame of the Vale in her
It's
endeavors.
a nice, relaxing tune, this.
As
I
unlikely
don't
as it may
mind it.
seem, there are those within the upper
Easily
echelons of
pleased.
Sambraquois society who find the Empire's treatment of bearers to be barbaric.
Oh, the
All right.
bears again.
But what do you want from me?
This town is
I mean,
carried
agree,
upon
of
the
course you
backs
agree
of its
with it,
bearers. And yet many would see their servants starve. Not for the want of coin, simple fare cost little more than a pittance, but to revel in the suffering of others. A simple act of cruelty. Contemptible though it is, my countrymen would sooner cut off their noses to spite their faces than see their bearers fed. And despite my best attempts at secrecy, my efforts to dole out comestibles have been noticed. Which brings me to my request. The brand upon your cheek affords you a certain freedom. A freedom I could sorely use.
Fine. What do you need me to do?
Oh, thank you. An extra meal may not seem like much, but it will make all the difference. Here, deliver these, but keep them hidden. Quickly now. What food I can provide goes where the need is greatest. And today that happens to be the barracks. 3 bearers, overworked and underfed, not permitted a moment's rest.
It's no wonder so many die before their time.
Tragic, true, but do not let anger make you careless. People will view this act of mercy as an undermining of the Empire's authority. Be discreet for both our sakes, and for the sake of those we feed. Oh, and when you're finished, a word in the ear of one of the dame's girls would be appreciated.
You won't be staying then?
I'm afraid not. I am expected back in the capital, and have already risked much speaking with you this long.
Crystal's curse is bad enough. We can't let people starve as well.
Heard the bones fell favorably.
See, he's healing him with his.
Are you waiting for it to heal on its own? Hurry up!
More cuntish
Looks like now's not the
behaviour
time.
than hours of it. So now's not the time. Oh look, it's your friend.
You look like you need a rest.
Not half as much as I need this. Thank you. I don't eat it here, though. Not where anyone might see.
Has it always been this bad?
Oh, it was worse before the Chamberlain. I'd be dead without him. Me and many others.
Chamberlain, eh?
That's something at least.
No. Chickened out of it there.
It's not been half a moon since Bellen's talk.
I have something for you.
From the chamber.
We have to bear through these
Thank you.
bear requests.
You need to leave. Now. Please.
I'm not gonna look after my magic servant.
Flames. And you, if you've got a message for me, out with it. If not, return to your post.
Have you got it? By the way, yeah, they're cunts. Have you got it? We'll have to show you about another 800 times.
The markets are
Excuse me, you there? The gentleman with the sword? I cannot help but notice you bear the moon and stars. So you are an associate of the dames? Might I trouble you for some assistance? You'll be rewarded, of course.
Is it about the bearers?
Exactly what I'd be assisting.
Oh, forgive me. I am Etienne, a humble merchant, though fortunate enough to count the dame among my acquaintances. I have business beyond these walls, but the guards have grown somewhat suspicious of my comings and goings of late. I was hoping someone might be kind enough to go in my stead. And who better than someone in the employ of the Vale's proprietress? Would you be willing to help a fellow in his hour of need?
Why not?
Marvelous. The task is simple enough. Pass through the gate and deliver
Yeah, we
packages
might not even get
to
to
a few
Clive's
of my
mom
most
at this
valued
rate.
clients. There are 3 in total. A grocer, an apothecary, and a distiller. You need only mention that the items you carry are
What is the nature
Fresh
of the
from the
beast?
master's table.
Nothing dangerous, I hope.
Why, of course not. Merely trifles which folk beyond the checkpoint are keen to get their hands on. And though I cannot prevent you from peeking, I advise that you don't. Strongly advise.
We'll find this girl first.
Well then, I suppose you'll...
That's basically why it's doing this. I think it's giving you more quests than they will show. So they'll go, hey, no, you'll learn how to look at which quests you want to do. Guy probably still.
Enough! Curse you! Get away from me! You'll work faster next time if you know what's good for you!
Here.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you know, you sound like a dick when you complain about it as well, because you're like, oh, yeah. It's not like we don't agree with the message. You know what I mean?
The Chamberlain must have sent you, but alas, my work is far from over. If I don't go now, they'll beat me.
You need to rest.
But I won't. I've wounds to heal and bones to mend.
And what of your own hurts?
They'll wait. As will my hunger. Thank you, though.
A drover has more regard for his cattle than the Empire does its bearers. Anyway, I'd better head to the Vale.
That bastard!
Oh, sorry. Yeah, when I know you're there as well. You know what? I don't talk to myself.
All right.
There's
Are you
no
here for
no
business
content at
or
all. I
pleasure?
just play the game.
Business, though not my own. The Chamberlain put me to work delivering food.
Ah, so he found someone to help him then. Just as well. I hear his friends back at court have been taking a little too much interest in him of late.
So he really is a Chamberlain.
There was a time when he was the Vale's most illustrious cousin. Us girls thought of him as a generous
I wouldn't
uncle.
trust that Chamberlain.
He was
He'll
one
be
of the only
sneaking
people
around,
here
talking
who
to
seemed bothered by
girlflings.
the way the Empire treats its bearers.
Rare for one in his position.
A fact not wasted on the dame. A little nudge from her is all it took, and he became the patron saint of Northreach's starving masses. My sisters and I may have lost an uncle, but bearers are being fed for a change, so we don't grumble. Much.
Glad to hear it.
Gives you faith, though, doesn't it? To know there are people out there like him. And you, for that matter. It's no wonder the dame's got a soft spot for you.
I better be going.
Natural laughter there. Very good. I'm intrigued by this epic fantasy adventure.
We always look forward to your visits, Clive. The dame.
Who wouldn't look forward to Clive? He's Clive. Hero amongst men, wearer of Halloween costumes.
Have the right to confiscate any object.
No one's allowed through the gate.
You say these are all from Dalmekia?
There's nothing here for your kind, Branded. Go on now. Shoot.
I have a delivery from Etienne. Fresh from the master's table.
Why didn't you say so? Times are hard, but this here'll make 'em less so.
She's selling
For
their
a while
beads.
at least. Sorry about the welcome.
Goddamn bead seller.
You wait right here.
It'd be better off switching to bangles. Everyone I've seen's wearing a bangle. Hardly seen anyone wearing any beads.
Perfume. Oriflamme's finest. Just as promised.
Or a neckerchief seller. I mean, brown pants. Plenty of people wearing brown pants.
What is it that ails you?
Each one is handcrafted from the finest desert.
I have no business with Branded.
Well, I have business with you. A package. Fresh from the master's table.
I do not know you. Where is the merchant, Etienne?
This voice
Some of the
actor's
gate
leaning
guards
into
won't be
this
paying
role.
him or his affairs any mind.
Fine.
Good for him.
Hand over the goods and be gone. This is lighter than usual. Branded, if I discover you have played me false...
I can always take it back.
You will do no such thing. Your master should cut out your insolent tongue. Had you been the tool of any other man, I would see you clapped in chains. Payment. Take it and get out of my sight.
Cigars.
Those cigars are worth more than your life. Do be careful.
Sicko toggle. There, boy.
Yeah, see, just showing you that it's not all wandering about getting shouted at.
What did you say was in these pies again?
I warn you now, I don't sell to your kind, whether you have the coin or not. Where's your master anyway?
Etienne sent me.
Didn't know he had his own bearer. Business must be booming. All right, quickly now, before the guards notice.
If it was, if all this that they go on, go on about it, whatever. But if all of this is what they say is true, they would take exception to him, a Branded, walking around wearing a duke's clothes. Because his father was the duke. He's wearing, these clothes are like, expensive clothes. And they're all wearing like, not like beggars' clothes, but like, merchants' clothes or whatever, It's like, where'd you get those clothes, It seems to be like clothes obsessed when playing Final Fantasy games. I don't know why that is.
This is for Etienne.
All this for a drink.
Not just any drink. The very best, specially distilled for my most discerning customers. The guards find that, they'll seize it before you can blink. You keep it well hidden, all right? If Etienne likes it, tell him there's more where that came from. For a price, of course.
Of course.
He looks like a GB News presenter.
Someone has expensive tastes. The question is, how can they afford to maintain them?
There's a GB News presenter,
there's only one way to find
Dewberry, right? I've not seen any of her stuff, but she was like an apprentice winner and all that. I knew she was a cunt. But anyway, and she's on that, and she always has a thing, because they all have a thing they say. She says, "My mum would tell me off if she said that." Well, it's like a go-to thing. Oh, I've just been shouting at someone who's, that we're putting into this scenario like they're fucking I don't know, blown up a building when all they've done is, you know, stand outside someone's house or something. Your mum wouldn't tell you off for that, for like being a fucking, you know, tell you off for pointing at someone.
Well then, I suppose you'll need it.
Anyway, she looks like a...
Ah, you have returned.
I believe these are yours.
I'm Clive. Yeah, a choice. All of them. Yeah, no, we don't get a choice.
Delightful.
Sidetracked talking
the
nonsense.
Dame will be pleased.
This quest has made me
You don't
bored
say.
and sidetracked.
And would you be pleased to learn what you had to exchange for those items?
You mean the crystals? No need to be coy, my boy.
Why not just tell me in the first place?
An honest man wears deception like shackles about his
Whoever
ankles.
makes the gold
I
makes
couldn't
the
risk you
rules.
stumbling under the gaze of the guards. After all, we both know the punishment for dealing in unsanctioned crystals, even such morsels as I provide. And if you don't know what this day's work may have cost you, then, well, I dare say you'll sleep all the better for it. Despite the risk, our friends beyond the wall gladly give their finest and most treasured wares for the paltry crumbs I trade in.
I didn't realize crystals were so scarce here.
As scarce as chocobo teeth, hence the thriving market for even the scantest fragments. Do you think it vulgar that I profit from the hardship of others?
I think you're doing what you believe is necessary.
Yeah, indeed. And I don't doubt the Dame would agree. A reward for a job well done. I have the goods I was commissioned to gather, and the guards are none the wiser. I thank you, as will our mutual friend when she hears of how you have aided me.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
How did one of them get on this side of the game?
No what? Yeah, fuck, fuck that. Fuck all this branding searching.
I won't see you tonight.
That depends on how much you want to see.
I'll keep going.
You wear the Dame's brooch. She must trust you.
Enough to have me look for one of your colleagues. A woman by the name of Tatienne.
She's still missing then. Oh, if only I'd comforted her.
You saw her before she disappeared.
The day before, she was in tears. She'd lost her comb, a gift from the Dame. It wasn't anything fancy, but you could tell it meant the world to her. You see, Tatienne was an orphan, and she looked upon the Dame as a mother, as do we all.
So she was upset.
And I did.
You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna stop this and restart it because I'll probably just delete all that because it's just misery and foolishness.